Bottom of page 6, Judge.
Good morning, Ms. Burse.
Sorry, I lost my voice.
Burse, that's what's right?
Yes.
Okay, ma'am, you're charged with criminal mischief. You're facing up to 6 months in jail and or a $2,000 fine. We're going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present if you cannot afford one. Just hang tight and we'll, okay?
On March 13th, 2025, an officer responded to a criminal mischief call at a residence in Harris County, Texas. The officer made contact with the complainant and the witness who directed the officer to the scene. The complainant stated the defendant came to the location, broke his motor vehicle window, and recorded the incident on his phone for the officers to see. The complainant stated the defendant left the location in a black Kia that had the location on. The complainant stated the defendant was on Rust Creek Drive at an apartment. He could point to her apartment. The cost of the damage to the motor vehicle was approximately $500. The officer reviewed the video and observed the defendant striking the front passenger window, causing the window to shatter, then leaving the location. The officer observed a brick inside the motor vehicle with glass shards inside the front passenger seat, floorboard, and outside the motor vehicle. The complainant was positively identified by her Texas ID prior to driving to her location per GPS. The officers followed behind, and the complainant pointed at the apartment as the defendant was standing right outside of it. The officer made contact with the defendant, who was wearing the same outfit in the video, and the defendant admitted to breaking the complainant's window.
Got it. Do you have the rip done? I'm assuming this complainant doesn't want to have contact with her?
We do not have, we have.
Not yet? Okay. Ms. Burse, I'm going to find that there's sufficient probable cause to go forward with the case. I'm ordering you now as a condition of your bond not to have any contact with this person. Do you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
I don't care what's going on in your life. Don't have any contact with this person. I'm also ordering you not to be in possession of your weapons as well.
Okay.
If I find that you're a danger to my community, it's not going to go well for you. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Do you have the ability to hire a lawyer?
Yeah.
You sure?
Yes.
Do you want to apply for a court-appointed lawyer?
If I really don't need one, then no.
You need a lawyer.
Okay, then yeah.
You're facing 6 months in jail,
Then yeah.
$2,000 fine, plus it could go on your record, and it's disastrous when it goes on your record.
Yes.
It's a good idea. Do you mind giving her an application? So I'm going to have you fill out the application. I'll have you take a seat in the jury box. So we'll get your bond conditions. Do not leave until you sign them. And then
Okay.
I'll have you talk to a lawyer here momentarily. All right. Good morning, Mr. Miller. Sir, you're charged with harassing communication. You're facing up to 6 months in jail and or a $2,000 fine. We're going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one, one will be appointed to you, sir.
The complainant informed the officer that on November 9th, 2022, in Harris County, Texas, the defendant was sending the complainant harassing text messages to the complainant. The complainant and the defendant had been in an on and off relationship and had recently ended it. The defendant would call and text apologies that he would love her. The complainant stated eventually that the defendant started conveying messages that were angry in context. The complainant blocked him in response, and then she began receiving calls and texts from unknown numbers. The complainant even asked the defendant's mother to tell him to stop calling her. The complainant stated that the night that she received calls and that night she received calls and texts from the defendant, with him threatening to call Child Protective Services. The complainant and the defendant were using an app and calling and text. The defendant was using an app and calling and texting from different phone numbers, and he sent multiple phone numbers and different text messages that are outlined in the officer's report.
Gary Phillips.
Are we
Yeah,
talking
okay.
like tons of texts and stuff? How many are we
Yes, sir.
talking?
Tons of texts from different phone numbers after the complainant had repeatedly told him to stop.
Okay, I see. I'm looking at dozens and dozens. Okay. All right, Mr. Miller, I'm going to find there's sufficient probable cause to go forward with the case. I'm ordering you as a condition of your bond not to have any contact with this person. I don't care what medium it is. I don't care if it's a smoke signal. I don't care if it's with Snapchat, WhatsApp. Social media. If I find that you do, I will revoke your bond and put you in jail. Do you understand? No means no. Just, you don't have children with this person. Move on. 10,000 other fish in the sea. It's not worth it sitting in a 6x9 because of one person, right? So, all right. I'm also ordering you as a condition of your bond not to be in possession of weapons as well. Do you have the ability to hire a lawyer?
Yes.
Okay, so what we'll do is we'll give you time to hire a lawyer. I'll have you sign a recent Victoria. We'll have you take a seat in the jury box. We'll get your bond conditions. We'll have you sign it, and then you'll be free to go. All right, please.